fraud, if that
And
makes
you're
sense.
at time.
Thank you so much.
Wow, let's give him a round of applause. That was amazing. That was really good. Okay. Hi. Okay, hi.
Hi, I'm from OK Hi, and as you've seen, we're a digital addressing platform. I'll get started going. Again,
Okay.
for 30 seconds. Great, and we're on a mission to put 1 billion people on the map. My name's Roger. I've been a founder, investor, and venture builder for 15 years. My previous company, I was at 54 Collective, and OK Hi was the first portfolio company I worked on while I was there. I watched the company for a number of years, and last year decided to join the team. They've got a world-class team of top-tier talent that's Pan-African and some of the best investors in the world. But what really got me going about OK Hi and why I'm fascinated about it is they're digging into a really meaty, very global problem. And that's that globally, our proof of address system is broken. But you guys all know this because your bank, insurer, and cell phone company probably don't have the address where you currently live. The banks are really good at knowing who we are. There's plenty of people solving for that. But they're really bad at knowing where we live. And that can be because there's no street names or a proper addressing infrastructure, inaccurate addressive, ineffective verification, or people move and it just gets out of date and never updated. And what this means for companies is in failed compliance, there's millions in fines or even arrests in extreme cases. When someone commits fraud, if that person can't be found, the bank is held liable for that amount. And we have the highest fraud rates in the world, in Africa. Our default credit rates are at 18% compared to only 2% in the US. And if you don't know where your good or your bad customers can be found, you don't know how to identify the location of fraud syndicates or do a transaction, targeted marketing or granular credit scoring, or you don't even know where to place your ATMs or agents based off that data. And so that's why we solve at OK Hi. We help customers know we help our businesses know where customers live based off their mobile phone. They integrate our SDK into the mobile app. We collect a digital OK Hi address. And then we use our 11 machine learning models trained on over 200 million proprietary data points in order to analyze the time spent at that address. We then generated a digital proof of address certificate supplied back to the company. And because we're monitoring how a real person moves in the real world, we know that they're not a bot. We also know we get a sample of information to know when they're no longer living at that address. We're free for consumers, and we charge our businesses around 20 US cents for a standard 2-day verification. But if we already have the verification in our database, we can provide that instantly at 100% of the margin. In January, we're launching re-verification, which will turn a once-off compliance check into a recurring income stream, subscription stream. And for reference, our customers, before coming to us, currently pay between $1 to $2 US for physical verification, to send an agent to that house to verify that. It took us 3 years to reach our first 100,000 addresses. This year, we did it in 17 days. We've got 23 customers live with some of the biggest names in the industry, and even more in the pipeline, as you see on the screen. But the best part for us is our customers love us. We've had 0 churn in the last 4 years since launching in Nigeria. But how does this mean for revenue? We've signed contracts to be doing over 800,000 verifications a month by the end of Q1 next year. We've booked over $400,000 in revenue and expect to increase that significantly as the year follows on. Yellow Card, just last month, signed a contract to take us live in January next year and launch us in 20 different countries. Because Nigeria is just the start. OK Hi works anywhere in the world out of the box. We're on track to hit $1 million ARR by the middle of next year with heavily discount pricing in one of the most price-sensitive markets. We have a tangible path to get to $100 million $100 million ARR. And to do that, we only need about 31 large enterprises globally. We already have 3. We're closing this year, by the end of this year, we're closing $1 million
1 minute
safe.
mark.
Raised by, that's been led by Visa, who've recently come in on the round. And that's going to get us to break-even point. And I'm proud to say that as of yesterday, we're 70% committed. So if you're an investor who if you want to be one of the last investors to come join this round, or if you're a business who just wants to know where your customers live, I'd love to chat. Thanks.
Let's give him a round of applause. OK Hi. That was brilliant.